Welcome back to the channel, people. KG is back, and listen, I didn't expect to come on this so soon after the match reaction. After Leeds United take Sheffield Wednesday apart 2-0. Okay, take apart, that's a bit strong. But, comfortably win against Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. But I'm back. There's a bit of transfer news, one that's been rumored, and it looks like it's coming to fruition tomorrow, Saturday. So it looks like we are getting the winger slash attacking midfielder, but I don't think it's anybody who we probably thought it would be. But look, it is who it is. Listen, before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your comments in regard to the potential sign that Leeds United are going to make to bolster this squad even further. People, we are Leeds saying, KG, do we have any information on this play? You don't know who Manor Solomon is? Oh, okay. All right. Woke-san saying, keep the good news coming, KG. Well, look, it's going to be good news for some. There's going to be some people that will be against it for different reasons, I should say. I'm not going to get into those reasons because, quite frankly, as I've learned on this YouTube thing, it's not my business, I'm afraid. And that may sound cold, but when I've brought up other things that are, personal to me, people aren't interested. This isn't really anything to do with me. I'm more interested in what the player can do, what he does on the pitch for this football club. If you can leave the BS alone, because it really does divide people. I've got Tottenham fans that can't stand this guy because of things he comes out with. Then that will be good. The thing is, though, he says something, then he usually locks his account after. But look, it is what it is in terms of that. I'm not putting it out there in any other way. I'm just talking about the signing for Leeds United. Yeah, Derek saying exactly, KG, keep it football. Yeah, and listen, this is my channel, this is my vehicle, and I've just had to block somebody who was absolutely an idiot in the comments from the match reaction. Just absolute turn it, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with some people, but I do try and keep these things to football because, quite frankly, you can be used for anything in terms of an agenda. You always see these things, and it's only fashionable if loads of people talk about it or against something. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in all that, people. We'll talk about the player and the player alone. Yeah, Ryan, I'm my own business, happy that way. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? Luke saying his politics aside, where's he going to fit? I don't see a space for him. Well, look, here we go. And DJ Bezet, I think, and this is it. This is the thing for me. Really wanted Salah, but I guess this was an easier deal to get done, and it's probably cheaper. This was the one I was wanting, but this signing here, I think that puts the kibosh on that one. I think that one is done. I don't think we are going to get that player because this player is a winger and can play the 10 as well, and that is what Salah would have been. So it looks like Solomon is going to be that signing. So listen, people. Let's get off it. Fabrizio Romano here, and I'll get the original report on, but Fabrizio Romano has double stamped this. Manor Solomon set for medical tests at Leeds United on Saturday, which is obviously tomorrow. He's leaving Spurs after rejecting bid from Getafe, as England has always been his priority. And that was the report before in regards to this player, but I didn't know how official it was. And it looks like it's true. Deal at final stages with Leeds. And you know what? No wonder Daniel Farke was looking so cocky at the end with the interviewer when he asked him, can you promise there'll be extra players? And Daniel Farke was like, yes. He knew. Obviously, he knew. Richard, is he any good? Well, this is the thing. This is the thing with Manor Solomon. He's got tech, right? He's got tech, but he's very, very inconsistent. Now, look, he's coming down to the championship, which is obviously a whole different kettle of fish. And let me just share this screen with you instead. It's obviously a different level, but when what people will probably remember is this loan spell. I think he was on loan at Fulham that he had there, and he seemed to be like a game changer. I think he came off the bench for him a bit and scored some vital goals for him. But since he moved to Tottenham, it just hasn't worked out for him, both on and off the pitch. Let me just say that. You're looking at him; he's hardly played any games in terms of that. No goals, no, a couple assists there. But I do feel at championship level he can be useful. But the problem with Manor Solomon is this: he's got a lengthy injury record, and it's one of these things now where if we can keep him fit, or if he can keep himself fit at championship level, people, he can be an asset. but he does have inconsistency issues, big time with this player. So whereas I was talking about Salah as in he would come in and become a key cog in this team, not so much with Manor Solomon. He's got the potential to do it. Of course, he has. His games in previous clubs at previous clubs at different levels says that he can, but it's about him getting that consistency together and staying fit. What people are saying here? Yeah, Paul saying, "Ouch, that looks scary." Yeah, and you look at that, his last two injuries just alone, and they're very recent, are both to do, with the legs, aren't they? You know what I'm saying? So that is something we're going to have to look out for. Car's saying here, I feel he's a bench option. Um, yeah, Luke as well. Yeah, meniscus tears can lapse again. Ryan though saying this sounds to me like a lazy transfer for the sake of it. Keep the fans happy. Yeah. Well, we know we was looking for a 10 slash winger. We know that he would not have been my first choice. And again, purely on the football basis, just from of what I've seen from him before, especially his last stint at Tottenham. But of course, now you're talking about coming down a league in the championship. And if he can produce just some of what he did before, then it can be a decent signing. But I'm not looking at this like the game changer like I would have Roland Salah. That would have been absolutely brilliant to get him in the door. Because again, with Salah, I feel like he should be playing at the Premier League if he was to move. So to get him at championship level would be almost like a cheat code in his with his technical ability. But we shall see with this one. What is people saying here, people? Uh, we are Leeds saying, I'm not ready. I think you mean really, yeah. I'm not really feeling this signing, but that's just my opinion. And that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Ram saying he might not pass the medical. Then I think he will. Well, we'll see tomorrow, won't we, Ram? But yeah, maybe his injury issues are behind him. But when you see the last two are to do with yeah, it's a little sticky, isn't it? I do understand that. Uh, Chris saying, as long as this doesn't block Salah, I'll be happy. If it's Solomon instead, I'll be mad. You could have just said mad, Chris. It's not hard. MAD, Chris. It's not hard to type. But yeah, I don't, Chris. I don't see us doing this and Salah. I just don't see that. I think that would be overkill in that position, unless they are literally looking at one as the 10 and one as the replacement winger. I find that very hard to believe. And plus, getting another central midfielder, it seems unlikely. But look, we don't know. We due four players. Apparently, Farker wants four players. We shall see, right? We shall see. Finn as well with a point here. I would love to see Nanto move to the 10. Thought he was dangerous there tonight. Yeah, Nanto can easily play in the 10, of course. We are 100%. Um, what's everyone else saying? Yeah, James, it feels like I think that happens though, doesn't it? When you do business with a club, you can build up good relationships, can't you? And I think that we found that it's very common in loads of sports, especially like NHL. What as you know that I watch, when teams do deals together, it just seems like the GMs get a rapport and they just find it easier to do business. But yeah, we are doing a lot of business with Tottenham lately. Really, we really are. They're having to help us out though at the minute. But they did help us out with 40 for Archie, not gonna lie. What's everyone saying? Uh, MH saying we need a wing back. Wednesday hacking at Furpo gave me anxiety. Yeah, MH, big time. We still need another fullback, and I've made that very clear from my own point of view. We need another one. All it will take, Byram needs to be wrapped in cotton wool. We know that Furpo can go down injured at any point. And at some point as well, we'll need to take Bogle out just for rest and rotation. So yeah, we definitely need another fullback, and I hope we are looking at that. And also as well, we need another central midfielder. Lubicic looks like that's done and dusted. Looks like it's not going to happen. Let's see who else is linked. Let's who else. No, we can't do that, Paul. I don't think they'd take him. Let's have a look. Yeah, William here. Salai maybe did not want to play championship, more mid-level Premier League. And yeah, you know what, William, that could be it as well. It might not be to do with the expense. Because for me, I mean, being fair, Salai is a mid-level Premier League player for me. So that's why I was saying if you got him in the championship, he's taking someone's place in the starting 11, and it's not even up for discussion for me. He's like his technical ability would surpass Willie Nonto, in my opinion. So it probably is one of those cases. But for Manor Solomon, from his point of view, by the way, to drop down from the Premier League to the Championship says something. He must really want to stay in England because it like Fabrizio said, and it's Paul O'Keefe who actually broke it. Let me get the original post up. that he's turned down moves to Spain in order to stay. So as long as his mentality is right, as long as he stays fit, he can be an asset. But for me, does he come in and displace anyone from the starting 11? No, not for me. But what he does is that he makes the squad stronger. And if he goes on a run, he can keep his place. But we've already seen as well with Joe Rothwell so far that transfer players in at Leeds United will take precedent over loan players. And that's from Daniel Farker's mouth himself. Yeah, it could be that one as well. Greta Steinston, who of course is one of our recruitment people that used to be at Tottenham, is probably using his Spurs contacts, and he should as well. Spurs are whatever we think of them, the Spurs Elite collection. They've got good players there, and this is one way he's probably used his connection. You're right. Uh, Yeah, Chris saying if he's on loan, he won't get games anyway. Yeah, I mean, look, we're seeing how Joe Rothwell's been used so far. Look, it's early in the season, people. It's very early. We still haven't properly done the whole Saturday, Tuesday thing consecutively, where I think we will see a little bit more rotation. But Joe Rothwell isn't getting priority, and Danny Farker's made it clear as that won't be the case. And I think anyone who joins on loan, once again, with Daniel Farker's words, they are not guaranteed first team football. So Manor Solomon, maybe it's a way that he sees himself getting back match fit. Maybe Tottenham see that as well. If he impresses here, maybe they can sell him on for a decent fee when next summer arrives. And they're probably looking at it that way as well because he has missed a lot of football in the last year. Let's have a look here. Peru is yours backup good enough for me. Yep. Yep. And Adrian here as well. A lot of games to play. Everyone will be needed. Exactly. We need the squad. You saw tonight, people, two goalkeepers and a bunch of kids on the bench. You know what I mean? And some of those kids have got potential, but it's when you sign players like this where your bench looks stronger. 100%. We need a squad. 46 games in the championship. Got FA Cup as well to add to it eventually. Yeah, we do need a strong squad. Michael here saying he'd be a match winner off the bench, class signing for this league. And yeah, Michael, that's a great point. If we're using him in spurts and if he comes off the bench and makes the impact that we've seen him do previously, then it's a good signing. And plus, it's on loan. It's probably going to be a very minimal loan fee, cover a portion of his wages. It's low risk and it's low risk and possible high reward. I'll put it that way myself. But it's not a slam dunk for me like a Sly would be. You know what I mean? If you, I hope you get what I'm saying here. Marcus here is Spurs our bestest friend forever, BFs for life. You know what I mean? Um, Caspadino saying mixed feelings for me on this one. Only talking football, that is. Yeah. Well, look, all of us will, as I say, showing the injury record there and everything else, his previous stats and nothing to get excited about. But all we hope is that any doubts that we have, and I see a few people talking about Brendan Aronson in the comments to the previous video saying, I'm glad he's proven me wrong. That's all we would hope with Manor Solomon. I hope he comes in, takes over a spot and says, wow, Dan James, Willie Nonto, whoever in the 10 spot, they can't get the shirt off him. That's what you want. You want that competition within the squad. That is exactly what you want as a fan. So it's cool. Simon here, Simon Jarvis here saying smart signing. We need depth. Sean in the house saying great content as always. Shout out to you, Sean. Okay, Casper didn't say Joe Donahue, so there's an additional one. Let me go to Joe Donahue's page. While I'm doing that, people, please hit a like on the video if you haven't already. Really does help out the channel. Let's have a look. All right, let's go then. Okay, as of 4 minutes ago, shout out to you, man. As reported elsewhere this evening, am I showing it on screen? I am. Leeds United closing in on a loan signing of Manor Solomon from Tottenham Hotspur. Leeds expected to cover significant wages by championship standards. Adds experience to Farker's attacking options. Typically plays off the left. Yeah. So okay. Well, guys, if we were talking about getting another player in addition to Manor Solomon, and we're taking a big portion of the wages, I think that's very unlikely, people. Very unlikely. Richard, you're a machine cage. You fading. Yeah, I'm good, man. I had 2 Red Bulls. I'm good to go. Red Bull sponsor me. You know what I mean? Listen, Gavin here saying not a bad sub to bring on. I agree as well, Gavin. Keel here saying fantastic night capped off. Yeah, man. Look, what more can you ask for? We've got Ramazani in the door. We're about to sign Manor Solomon, who will be a squad option, much like Joe Rothwell, but with a more technical ceiling to get us a goal, I would say, and an assist out of nowhere, because that's the kind of player he is. Has to stay fit, but we still need two more for me, people. Probably maybe three. Some people would say three, right? We definitely need on a fullback, central midfield. We need to address as well, but the signings are coming, but they cannot not get another defender. That's important, man. We are literally one injury away from having to shuffle this defense around, and it wouldn't look good, people. It wouldn't look good. And Danny Farkas tried that in the past. He tried it last year with both Jed Spence and Cody Drama, trying to stick him on the left. Don't do that again. Cover yourselves. Go and get yourself another fullback that can play left back, and we're good to go, people. Um, Edward here saying lengthy injury record will get kicked to pieces in the championship. Let Soapy say stays fit. We still need more. Yeah. And look, it is a more physical league. It is. There's no doubt about it. We've seen just tonight, there was a few tackles in the game tonight where you think, oh, is that a free kick? Oh no, the referee just let it go. And that happens in this division. And he's gonna have to learn that quick. And what you always find with these kind of players who are more the flair technical players is that it takes them a little bit of time to get used to the referees in this league. Saw it with Jorginho Somerville when we first came down. I saw it for Sheffield United with their Brazilian guy. Can't remember his name. Oh, I wish I. Oh, Sosa. He was getting ripped apart. I think he was bleeding, and then Chris Wilder had a word with him, and then he just got stuck in. So like it took him a half to get used to the way that it is in this league, and I think Manor Solomon may have to adjust to that as well. Clash King, though, is saying, I really doubt he's coming to be a squad option. He became a consistent starter for Fulham before moving to Spurs. I mean, that was before he moved to Spurs, Clash. And I would ask this in that case, and it's an open question. Manor Solomon comes in, whose spot does he take? And I would leave that to you guys to answer. Gavin saying Wilder will be livid. What's it? Rum here saying, asking here, any news on a CM? No. The only thing that we know is that Lubicic is seemingly off the table. So now it is now who is next? You know, as Goldberg would say, who's next? You know, and we'll see in the listen. We've literally got a week to go, so there's not going to be much time for speculation trying to get them in. We're going to find out very soon who's next, won't we? Let's have a look here. Anything else, people? Anything else? Football friends, football friends. Yeah, yeah, Jarvis, his shot and everything is not the problem. It's more the consistency and it's more the injury bit. But championship level, let's hope he cooks. Let's hope he cooks. And listen, people, I think that will do it. I think I've given you the update. I've got everything up. Yeah, I have. Yes, I have. And listen, by the way, people, 25 years old. Let me just add as well, 25 years old. He's got tons of experience already, and it kind of adds into what Farker wants, like a youngish guy, but with plenty of experience. Much like Ramazani, he's got very much experience for someone that's 22, 23. So it goes with the Daniel Farker profile. So, people, I'm going to leave it there for this one. I hope you've enjoyed this stream now, the third one in a row. I'm going to go and have a bath, relax for a bit. And I hope you've enjoyed the night. Look, we've had a win tonight. We've got another player coming that can play wing, play attack in midfield. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.